Most people think credit scores are difficult and hard to understand. They're not. A credit score is simply a risk measurement. It answers one core question lenders care about. How likely are you to pay back what you borrow on time based on your past behavior? That's it. No opinions, no emotions, just patterns. Once you understand what goes into your credit score and how each part is weighted, you stop guessing and start making intentional decisions. The first part we're going to discuss is payment history. It's the largest factor in your credit score. This category answers one simple question: do you pay your obligations as agreed? It includes on-time payments, late payments, missed payments, collections, charge-offs, and public records related to debt. One late payment can cause more damage than months of good behavior can fix quickly. A few things to remember. On time means on or before the due date. A payment 30 days late is far worse than people realize. Late payments stay on your report for years, even after you catch up. Credit scoring models reward consistency, not perfection, over short periods of time. Automatic payments, calendar reminders, and conservative spending all exist to protect this one category. Now let's talk about amounts owed and credit utilization. This is the second largest factor and one of the most important to remember. Always remember how much credit you're using compared to how much credit you have available. This applies per card and across all cards combined. Here the mistake most people make: they assume paying on time is enough. It's not. You can pay on time every month and still see your score fall if balances are high. A few things to remember is the due date is when payment is required. The statement close date is when balances are reported. Credit bureaus usually see the statement balance, not your daily activity. High reported balances signal higher risk, even if you pay in full later. A few keys to remember: lower reported balances equal lower perceived risk. Maxing out cards is damaging, even temporarily. Multiple cards with moderate balances can be worse than one card with a small balance. A rule to remember: control what gets reported, not just what gets paid. Next, let's discuss length of credit history. This factor measures time. It looks at age of your oldest account, average age of all accounts, how long specific accounts have been open. Longer histories are more predictable. Predictability lowers risk. Common mistakes are closing old accounts, opening too many new accounts at once, constantly reshuffling accounts. Even if you don't use an old card often, its age helps your profile. A key rule here is if it's an old account, always keep it open and use it when you need to. Always remember that credit building rewards patience. Some things take time and consistency. So basically it's just being consistent and doing the right thing every month, and the credit card companies take note of this. A credit mix looks at the types of credit you've managed. Here's a few examples: are credit cards, auto loans, student loans, mortgages, personal loans. The main thing to remember is, can you handle different forms of obligation responsibly? You don't need every type of credit. You are not rewarded for taking loans you don't need, carrying debt for variety, and should always remember a simple mix, like one installment loan and one or two credit cards is a great start. Never take debt solely to improve your mix. Poor decisions here can outweigh any benefit. Now let's discuss new credit and inquiries. This factor looks at recent activity. It includes hard inquiries, new account openings, frequency of applications. This matters because rapid credit seeking can signal financial stress. A few key points to remember: hard inquiries temporarily lower scores. Multiple applications in a short period amplify the effect. Rate shopping windows exist for certain loans, but not credit cards. Opening new accounts also impacts average account age, utilization, and short-term perception. The rule here is to apply intentionally, not emotionally. Spacing applications and planning ahead protects this category. You always got to remember your credit score does not directly factor income, savings balance, employment status, investments, rent amount. Those may matter to lenders during underwriting, but not to the score itself. Credit scores evaluate behavior, not success. It rewards paying on time, keeping balances controlled, letting accounts age, using credit consistently, not aggressively, avoiding unnecessary applications. It penalizes late payments, high reported balances, frequent credit seeking, and short-term thinking. This isn't a system designed for speed, it's designed for predictability. If you treat credit like a long-term system instead of a short-term tool, it works in your favor. Always focus on consistency, timing, and patience. You don't need more accounts. You don't need anything real complex. You need disciplined habits applied over time. Appreciate everyone watching this video. Also, one thing I'd like to add: if you want to, when you're applying for new credit cards, you want to if you want to apply for one, then take a break for at least three months, maybe 3 to 6 months, then apply for another one. You don't really want to apply credit cards back to back and look desperate. Intentionally plan ahead for what credit cards you'd like, and always remember those are, you want to choose the right cards. There's tons of great companies, great banks and credit unions to choose from. I have a list that I have provided. Navy Federal Credit Union's a great credit union. Basically, you want to use each credit bureau, Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. Also, choosing the right banks. You got to find what works for you best. So basically, always doing your own due diligence is very important. And be consistent with those payments. You really got to understand that everything needs to be planned out, and it just takes discipline. Every month making the payment on time, and making sure that that you're continuing to build your credit, because that is extremely important. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comments section below. We'll be more than happy to answer any questions. I hope everyone has a great week. Check out my next video next week, same time. Have an amazing week.